This inside story is brought to you by Channel 7.2 News.
Welcome back to Channel 7.2 News, brought to you by Kellogg Cereal. I'm Julie Dent, broadcasting live outside of Buffalo Bill's Wild West Show. Today we're featuring Miss Annie Oakley, aka Little Sure Shot. Whether it be a shotgun rifle or pistol, Miss Oakley has mastered them all. Here she comes now.
Why, howdy, y'all. Here, why don't we get a shimmy on and wiggle on over to my tent? Home sweet home. See, ever since I started traveling across the country with Buffalo Bill's Wild West Show, I try to make my tent as homey as possible. Why don't we have a sit down?
So how did you first get started in the shimmy business?
Well, once my papa was a goner. Mind ya, I was just 9 years old. Food was scarce and our house was so shoddy. So I started hunting game to feed my brothers, sisters, and mom.
Wow, such a young age to start supporting such a large family.
Yeah, but as time went on, my sharpshooting skills increased daily. Why, I remember by the time I was just 16 years old in 1882, I was in a shooting contest with Frank Butler. I won by just 1 point. Whew, what a hoedown that was. Well, after that, we became partners in both life and sharpshooting.
How sweet.
Yep, and in 1885, we joined Buffalo Bill's Wild West Show. I remember for 17 years, I was the star. Why, I toss a dime up in midair and shoot it down before it so much as even brushed the ground. Why, I could even shoot the ash off my husband's cigarette if I chose to. Some even say I was fun as cream gravy.
So do you have any goals in life that you haven't already accomplished?
Well, see, not really. I mean, I've lived fame and hunger and everything else in my life, and it's built me up to be one of the strongest people I know, so I wouldn't have done anything differently.
Well, we only have a little time left. How about you show us that wonderful trick of yours with the dime?
Well, all right, but you might want to stand back.
Well, wasn't that something? That's all the time we have today. Now back to the studio.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Well, wasn't that exciting? Unfortunately, in a train wreck in 1901, Annie suffered a spinal injury that required 5 operations and even left her partially paralyzed for a while. Although she recovered very well, Annie toured less frequently during the later part of her career. Despite the accident, her shooting expertise didn't wane and she continued to set records. Anyhow, join us next time when we interview Mr. Marshall Richens. See you later!